What is good, YouTube, and welcome to the first video in this little series of 101 mixing and mastering. Today I'm going to go through corrective EQ with rock and metal guitar tones. I'm going to try and keep these videos as short as possible so that you can get the value you need from them and then get out and apply it to your own mixes. First of all, why are we applying corrective EQ and what is it? Corrective EQ is subtracting frequencies from your track. So if you have your guitar track here, you're literally just going to be subtracting frequencies that you don't want on that track. So this is a track that I recorded, mixed and mastered myself. Here it sounds like with the corrective EQ. Here's what it sounds like without. Now that might not sound like a massive difference, so I'm going to solo the left guitar for the meantime so you get the biggest impact. Note, I'm also going to turn off the mix on my mix bus for the guitars. So, opening up this corrective EQ, I'm going to A-B this and then I'm going to show you how I do it. Cool, so how did I get this sound? So first things first, we need to load up our plugin. So we're going to go to EQ and I'm going to choose the Pro Tools Basic 7-band EQ. We're going to start with a high pass frequency to clean up that low end. Now, what you want to do, hit play, and then you want to scope to find where the low end is. Now I start high and then I dial it back. Notice how you don't want to get rid of all of the low end completely, just enough that it cleans up the sound. Once I've found, I'm pretty happy with that. 90 Hertz is kind of good for me. Bear in mind it will be different for you guys. It might be the same, but depending on what amp and who's played the guitar will depend on the actual tone that you get and what you need to remove. So now I'm going to go with the low pass frequency to clean up the high end. Notice how it just cleans up that little high-end kind of fizz that you get in the background. For me, that 10K is kind of, yeah, I'm happy with that. If you A-B that already, there is a slight bit of difference. The main thing we want to do now is actually go in and find frequencies that we really don't like. Now, as you noticed here, what I do on Pro Tools is I click this little button here to make sure that I can change the Q. The Q is the width of the EQ band you got up here. So you want to go to the thinnest one possible. You want to max that out to the top. And now what you want to do is play your track and then sweep to find the worst frequency. That is a pretty horrible frequency there. Once I've found it, I'm not going to touch it up here. I'm going to go to my gain knob. I'm going to dial this back. And I'm going to go to roughly -7 here. Again, that's not gospel. You can change that to whatever you want. But for me personally, that works. Make sure you don't dial it all the way back because you actually lose some tone of the guitar. And you don't want to be doing that. You just want to be removing that frequency to be so in your face. Cool. Now we're going to repeat the same process with the mid frequencies and the high mid frequencies. Cool. Sounds good to me. Next one with the mid frequencies, usually around the 700 mark is kind of the bad area for rock and metal guitars. Cool. Now, I personally go to the lower mid frequencies, and it's already on 200 here on Pro Tools. I roll off about 1.5. It's not like massively noticeable. I just found that it cleaned up the mix a little bit with the guitars. So now we've actually got our corrective EQ on a guitar. Let's A-B that tone and see how much of a difference it makes. Notice how you still have that great guitar tone, but you've removed all the bad frequencies that you don't want. So when we put this in the mix, note as well, take this EQ and drag it across to your other channel so it's the same, so your guitar mix is consistent. Now if we add it back into the actual mix, I'm going to add the actual plugins as well. That is how you corrective EQ guitar within rock and metal. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share and subscribe for plenty of videos to come.